Hi everyone, Lap the Knee Top Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of the new Ninajirachi record, I Love My Computer. Australian DJ and electronic music producer, Miss Nina Wilson, or Ninajirachi. She has been releasing a slew of EPs and singles for years now, really since about 2019, and she has gradually been building up to her full-length official debut album here. And her influences tend to range, whether you're talking about groundbreaking producers such as Sophie, dubstep kingpins Skrillex, also the epic electropop and synthpop stylings of Empire of the Sun, and of course pop icons like Lady Gaga too. And with this new LP here, she covers all of those bases and beyond, and also tried to go the extra mile here and give us a record that tells us a bit of a story, is kind of autobiographical, and rumor has it she's been crafting a lot of the songs on this record for years, waiting for the right moment and track list to put them all together onto a cohesive album. And being cohesive, I would say, is one of this record's biggest selling points, because it's not just Nina giving us a self-portrait of sorts, but also a commentary on what it is to grow up as a person in an age of technology. But I'll stop and say that on the surface, that is the sort of thing that makes me kind of skeptical in this current post-PC music landscape, because right now it's not as if that's the most novel angle to be working with your art. I mean, you're telling me there's a terminally online girl making electronic music who likes anime and Y2K aesthetics, who is Googling 5G towers in her room where there is terrible cable management. I mean, fork found in kitchen. But when you actually dig deeper into the storytelling and the production and the song ideas this album has to offer, it's actually a lot of fun, and features a flow where pretty much all the tracks here segue seamlessly into each other. And while I wouldn't say I Love My Computer is a groundbreaking album, it is a versatile one from a producer using her chops to not just pull together banging beats, but a narrative too. I think this record starts off pretty strong too with the opener London song, which is a bit of indie sleaze electro with super grimy bass, some cheeky spoken word samples, hard-hitting dance grooves. I also love the jittery little details Nina works into the beat here and there as well. And even though the song on the surface is very much about having not been to London, it does play into an overall theme on the record that, yes, while you are not there and you have not been, you can go there through your computer screen, which kind of puts into motion this idea of life through tech on the rest of the album. You know, just talking about how tech frames the human experience. So of course, Nina dives into that with respect to music on the following iPod Touch, which is kind of this synthy, very retro futuristic Y2K aesthetic house cut, which features a lot of hypnotic and idyllic grooves. Also, some of the vocal passages feel slightly Caro Caro Bonito influenced. It's very cutesy and endearing. Then, after another segue, Nina's relationship to tech gets kind of sexual on the track Fuck My Computer, and the chopped up, nearly deadpan vocal passages on this one have big Daft Punk vibes. And the commentary going on with this track is absurd, it's hilarious, and is met with some roaring drops in between the verses. And I should say, speaks, I think, in a very funny way to the fact that we kind of currently live in a paradigm where our computers and, I don't know, our AI girlfriends know us better than the people in our lives do, our romantic partners, our actual human ones. Now, going deeper into this tech rabbit hole, the following track is titled CSIRAC, which apparently is an acronym for an Australian computer that is the oldest surviving first-generation electronic computer, according to Wikipedia, and I guess was also allegedly the first in the world to play digital music. And I mean, given Nina's background, the album that we're listening to, that's obviously quite meta, and she also switches things up stylistically on this track too, giving us a bit of bubblegum bass with some chipmunk vocal chops. And this track slides very cleanly into the following delete, which to my ears kind of sounds like more PC music worship. And even though each one of these cuts here is its own thing, its own moment, again, it is all kind of mixed together in a way to where it feels like I'm listening to a DJ set or a mega mix of some sort. But there is a bit of a break in momentum after this with a part acoustic interlude that essentially serves as the intro for All I Am, which is another highlight on the record for sure. It kind of feels like a bit of a trip down memory lane for me because there are some old school 2000s blog house, maybe even Crystal Castles vibes on this one, while the lyrics feel like a very simple statement on the totality of the self. And then I would say things get a bit darker on the following INFOHAZARD, where many of the lyrics read like maybe what would go through someone's head after reading some weird creepypasta on the internet, and you're suddenly finding yourself afraid of either weird videos or images that you saw, or a strange guy without a hat. And then battery death, while this one is a very thrilling, exciting, intense bit of complextro, I would say, with some dubstep-esque drops, all of which go over very well. This track too adds to the narrative of the album in a very interesting way, as it does sort of seem to question the direction that our lives are taking as a result of the technology that we're surrounded by. The final moments of the album past this point are interesting as well, as the song Sing Good is another very meta moment, kind of an intimate low-key ballad where Nina sings about the ways in which her computer and her relationship with technology and software allows her to create the kind of music she wants to make. Meanwhile, the collab cut It's You is a really anthemic bit of electropop that helps tie the progression of the record up really nicely just before Nina starts firing on all cylinders with a bunch of sonic fireworks on the actual closer all at once. But yeah, while there were a few songs in the track list here that paled in comparison to others a bit, I still thought this was a very smart, entertaining, creative record where Nina again not only pulled together a bunch of hard-hitting, exciting EDM beats and styles and shades, but told a story with them too, a story of youth and growing up and nostalgia and, again, tech. And also the way it's like encroaching upon every part of our lives every day. But yeah, really impressive debut with a lot of ambition to it, certainly a more personal touch than I think you get from a lot of records in the EDM scene, which is why I'm feeling about a light 8 on this album. Transition, have you given this record a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Ninajirachi, forever.